Welcome to the fourth day of Christmas in the Swamp by Cavetronics Dimensional Art. I'm Melissa Cody Prater. The day, date, and location of this recording is Friday, December 15th, 2023, in Salem, Missouri, USA. Today, if you listen closely to the message, we're going to abstractly learn about triangulation of a signal, which is especially useful to know who's who in the midst of a bot swarm in the bog. But to get started, I want to address some veiled chatter that I believe to be misinformation about myself that is distributed within a demonic construct that seeks to keep people down in the mire. From some social media outlets, I have interpreted some context that seems to have mixed up some facts about my capabilities. And I think it may be related to an error on my U.S. Navy release form, also known as the DD-214. Mine was hand typed on carbon copy paper, which sincerely amused a Rhode Island DMV clerk who behaved as if she had never seen carbon copy paper before that day in March 2013. On my DD-214, it lists a job assignment of ET, or Electronics Technician, of which I never performed any such duties in my time in the Navy. However, that was the level of job rating that most closely matched my testing and gender profile at the time of recruitment. Yet I am an artist, media content creator, photojournalist, web developer, and things of that nature, and I have never been interested in tinkering with electronics or mechanical devices. So to be clear, I have never invented or built any such devices in my life, but my husband Brian Prater has made many, and I have helped him on some projects as a lab assistant, responsible for calculations, notations, publications, and things of that nature. The focus of the fourth day of Christmas is four calling birds, describing the four corners of a foundation and the communication of that event as it pertains to Cavetronics dimensional art. The birds represent God's angels, who are messengers. They are networked, and their method of sending and receiving communications is far beyond any technological wonder man has compiled from earthly materials. Thereby, it cannot be duplicated or patented, and there is no need to hold any human soul or DNA hostage regarding such matter. In fact, in this leaky segment, I'll even tell you the network name I've been accustomed to working with remotely, so to speak, over the decades. I am speaking of a group unaffiliated with Cavetronics by name or other persons. Other than myself, I know of no other human members personally involved in this group. However, in the astral realm of things, I believe to be working with the Great White Brotherhood that accepts both males and females into their order, and most of its members are off the books. It is an angelic network, and my work comes from a collective including my own views, opinions, and past research. For a better understanding how this works, watch Agnosis Part 5. And for more information about the order, I would refer you to The Dark Journalist on YouTube. A At Cavetronics Dimensional Art, we deliver secrets of the Magi on a regular basis. If needed, I could conceivably come up with enough content for years of continued cognitive development and restructuring. Yet in this world ruled by bots, which doesn't know its hens from its roosters, it would be nice at least to be comfortable while I wait. Just saying. We are in a state of metamorphosis, which I think is a better term to describe what we are going through rather than civil war, which some suggest. In this time, it may seem strange, but when the points align towards beauty, our next step forward becomes clear. In the past year, I have tried to be as broad as possible, especially considering business and related sponsors. Yet today, I'm opening a can of worms to narrow things for clarity. Not all vaccines come with warning labels. That was the message I got at this exact point in the script as I was writing it, which came audibly through to me from YouTube's ads. At Who Help Humanitarian Software, we call that part of the slipstream technology, which I have described in previous videos, that focus on the internal workings of Who Hub. It seems like an appropriate message at this juncture where we are faced with the reality of horrific scenes of the real war taking place on Earth. Yet I refuse to project those images in Cavetronics Dimensional Art in order to get to the point, which is not the ugly war, but the view of a beautiful future to aid you as we collectively and consciously create our shared reality for us all. Let's talk about survival. During crises and emergencies that require rescue, many people choose to survive a long time if they have hope. However, without hope, people are disabled. I'm not speaking of disablement as in a physical or mental disability, although those can be factors that can contribute to becoming stuck. However, I am speaking of how the systems in society are disabling people by dismantling their hope. Disabled people are stuck in the muck and mire who then need to be pulled out by someone else. Yet, who is there to pull us out of the mud when no one wants to help? Or worse, who is there to help if no one even knows you are stuck? Some people, as you know, are so stuck in the muck that they don't recognize their own condition. And frightfully, that volume of people is far greater than we would prefer. But those numbers are changing rapidly. As part of survival in the swamp, communications are key, and the type of communications help us discern signatures, patterns, and cracks as part of glitch science, a term coined by scientist Brian Prater of Cavetronics R&D Energy. I give credit where credit is due. If it weren't for him, I would still be stuck in the muck also. In this demonic construct, we pull our brothers and sisters out of the mud, and then they will also pull others out. The ending will not be for everyone. It is a matter of choice and conscious decision making. Because God is not the pushy bastard many of you think he is, but I am, as one of his warriors. And I am telling you to stay moving and pull out of the mud those that will allow you to do so. The Elohim created us. The Elohim is a plural name and term to describe a body of host with a singular purpose, action, and word from the Most High God Almighty. And nothing is hidden from Him, including you and I. God delivers us hope in the language of beauty, and similarly in the language of beauty and metaphysics of over-unity. You could say that part of our work is that we collected up the light sparks, which we then send out ahead of us in a pay-it-forward manner. This creates our path as we move forward using race sets, which is how over-unity can work in string theory manner. But that's another matter of leaky info from Cavetronics R&D Energy and Dimensional Art. As I make these slides, the art pulls itself together. It feels magical, just like this time of year. Have a Merry Cosmic Christmas. Thank you for watching. Join me next time for the 5th of 12 Days of Christmas from the Swamp by Cavetronics Dimensional Art. Remember to keep the lines of communication open as we network through the bog. Keep your torches lit and your eyes wide open. See you later, alligator. Bye for now.